Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Sorry for the delay. A massive storm decided to hit us right as we were starting the stream. Of course, Mother Nature, why? But today I'm here with my good friend Joe. Joe, welcome to the stream.
Hi, how you doing, man?
Good, good. All right. So, for people who do not know us, I'm Ben, game manager over at Tilting Point. Work on Star Trek timelines and Star Trek Legends with a good friend Joe here. Joe, an executive producer. Alrighty.
Yep,
So
that's true.
we just live on stream now. We have a few images here. Talk about. We'll start with Star Trek Legends. So we've done a lot of work over here in the past few months to greatly improve the product. And this includes alliance balance adjustments, many UI updates, quality of life updates, and many bug fixes. And we're now comfortable with where the product is at to leave early access and go to full release next week. So keep an eye out for the official launch of Star Trek Legends on Steam, as it will be discounted for a limited time. You can pick it up at a discount. And another thing we want to announce here too is that we are bringing new content. So as our continued support continues for Star Trek Legends, we would like to announce additional content in the form of DLC to be released in the upcoming months. The first DLC we will be releasing is titled Enemies and Allies and will contain a brand new episode named The Two Noble Cardassians, which will be containing 6 new missions, 3 new environments, continuing where the story left off, a new shuttlecraft mission, and 4 brand new legendary characters with each unique playstyles, abilities, and animations. So we have a few key art pieces here that we want to show off just to tease some of the new locations that we will be coming across as part of the DLC 1. And we also want to show off one of the brand new characters today, Booker. So Booker will be coming to uh, Star Trek Legends. Really excited uh, to release him. We've had a blast playtesting him and playing him, and we can't wait to share that with everyone else. So at this point, we would like to take any questions on the live chat, YouTube chat, around Star Trek Legends. And then once we get through that, we'll jump into Star Trek timelines. So yeah, we're very excited to be bringing additional content to Star Trek Legends. We can't wait to share more with you guys in the upcoming weeks and months. Anything you would like to add there, Joe, while we wait for some questions to roll in?
Um, yeah, just we're excited to I don't know. It's interesting as we introduce new content to this game that hasn't had new content. I want to say since the end of last year, and hopefully introduce some things that's possibly going to you know get people excited for different team combinations or just play through more story. Um, yeah, so we got a couple questions here. Jock Cop asks, paid DLC? Correct. This will be paid DLC, but definitely take a look on the Discord and participate in competitions and things like that. We're not against gifting keys to folks and that kind of thing. So definitely keep an eye out if you're an active member and participating in some of the social stuff. We'll definitely be giving away keys for the upcoming DLC.
Yeah, especially on our socials. I'm not ready to
Yep.
announce the what the price of that will be at, but definitely keep an eye on our socials and Discord because we have plenty of keys to give out as part of contests. Can you share Booker stats and abilities? We plan to do that on the road up to launch and during launch for DLC 1. So keep an eye out for that. I can say the unique animations and the unique abilities are very, very thoughtful. The team spent a lot of time on making them feel really good, making them feel authentic. Um, and yeah, we had a blast messing around with them, messing around with different team combinations and using their abilities in different ways. So yeah, we're excited to release that. More
Yeah,
content.
on the
Yeah,
content development side too, it's really fascinating because this content development started before the end of season 5 of Discovery and is featuring a handful of Discovery characters and locations. Um, and it's kind of interesting what happened in season 5 of Discovery, and by just pure coincidence, we kind of paralleled something that happened in season 5, which is kind of fun. Separate writing processes for the game and the show, obviously. Um, but
like we
yeah,
kind
that was
we
kind of
kind of
fun
beat
happening
Paramount to it.
parallel. Well, we haven't released it yet, Ben, so I think they beat us to it.
Yeah, but we wrote it down
um,
first. Yeah, no, no.
fair enough. Yeah.
Great. Cool. All right. I think
Cool.
no more questions there. So as I said, definitely keep an eye out uh, for some more updates with that. So we will jump into Star Trek timelines now. Let me switch over my screen here. And we're going to go over, revisit the roadmap we released in April, keeping us accountable. We'll check in with where we're at with all of these, and then we'll share a new roadmap. So, Joe, could you please go over what we had for
Yeah,
April?
sure. Yeah, I'll run down it. So, looking into the coming soon category, pretty good. We hit most of everything. For Continuum UX and quality of life, we released that client, and that's out there. For new traits and trade audit, we have begun that process and will conclude that process by the end of 2024. So that was a slight change, maybe in communication strategy for how the traits were coming out, either all at once or piecemeal. However, the general trait audit has been completed. We did an animated April mega event. Featured some Discovery Season 5 content. Look forward to more Discovery Season 5 content by the end of Q4. Updates to Continuum rewards. We've experimented along a few times with this, kind of oscillating back from the 5-star Behold to new crew being featured in the Continuum rewards. We added a new Honor Hall crew. We have Player Choice Month. And we have not delivered the Web Shop loyalty program. I wanted to put this in the red rather than the yellow, but we have the framework and the store update to include this tech. We just have not been able to do the final implementation on it. So that's going to remain coming soon. For development, the Voyage Event Beta and Voyage Event Integration, we have concluded development on these things and are entering the coming soon live op support for these things. So the beta event should be starting off tomorrow. And the event integration, we're looking to start the middle end of September. For Galaxy Event V2, we have accepted sort of developmentally the proposal and then scope and budget. So that is greenlit and basically starting off as soon as we deliver the 11.0.2 client, which I believe is a technical update. So a couple minor bug fixes, but a bunch of back-end tech that just supports the product in the long term. So Galaxy Event would be the client after that. We've delivered a new Gauntlet crew. Looks like the screen is still showing screenshots and not the roadmap, by
Yep,
the way. I don't know
just
if you
just
already
fixed it.
seen it.
Sorry about that.
No worries. And then for concept new game mode, we've gone through a handful of proposals on this. This is going to stay in the concept category. We're going to continue to undergo investigation. Unfortunately, the scope of the proposals that we had originally considered are too large for development at the moment. So we're looking for explorations into how we can scope them or alternatives. And then further event optimizations. We'll look to include those based on the feedback from that. But we don't know what those are, so we'll continue. We're starting to collect the feedback now, so that'll enter development probably pretty shortly. Um, And that's sort of how we looked at the past 4 months. In this in and of itself, as well as we're a little behind in sharing a roadmap update, which we recognize. So um, thank you for your patience, and hopefully you like what's coming next.
And speaking of which, August roadmap. Joe, you want to go over this one as well?
Yep, yep. So coming soon, the Voyage Event Beta. It's right around the corner. Uh, Additionally, the Strange New World and the original series, we're going to do a mini mega. Uh, so that'll be part of the Star Trek Day festivities. There'll be an honor sale as well as a Star Trek Day giveaway and objective event that's going to be starting in the real short term. We're going to integrate voyage events into our normal event cadence. So this test one that's occurring during the sort of midweek transition between events, we are aiming to include voyage events in basically once a month going forward into our normal event schedule, which is great from a scheduling perspective. I am so thrilled to have this event type because it means we have less phases. Like, oh, we have like three back-to-back-to-back events with galaxy phase in them or something, just because that's how the calendar lined up. When you have three event phases, or when you have three event type and phases and hybrid events, sometimes that just happens. um, the web shop loyalty program, um, we still want to do that. um, the compromise mega event, that's going to be coming soon in this time frame. That'll be driven from that new trait and voyage exclusive crew. Excuse me. For development, Galaxy Event V2 is going to remain in development for the next few months. The Discovery retrospective mega, we're looking to look back on Discovery in season 5 now that the show is concluded, and kind of do our take with some of the characters that we can leverage narratively, and do that. Um, Further event optimizations, we definitely want to include some of those as we discover some corners of the game that, as we introduce new things, we're like, oh, it'd be really great. We're already having some great conversations on Discord regarding some of the new sorting functionality that is interrupting the existing for sorting functionality and behavior there. And we aim to do another Fuse crew. Um, so we have that in development.
It's been a while since our
For
last one.
Yeah, I believe our last one was reunion Spock and Kirk, with Anxious Kirk and Falter Hans Spock fusing together. So, um, yeah, something we like to do not super frequently, just because it does introduce a bunch of painful things to some players that uh, sort of mismanage the fusing of that kind of thing. So there's a few gotchas there. So hopefully, the way we're introducing this one is giving players the chance to at least get that single star that they can sight up with uh, with no frustration. But we'll see. And in concept, we are still doing proposals and concepting on new game modes. Um, we are also beginning concepting on store and feature crew acquisition. So definitely something that has come up in a lot of chats in the past. You know, people that are playing Gauntlet or Voyages, those kinds of things. How do I acquire the crew? The current answer to that is just keep playing it and playing it a lot and get lucky. Um, so we're examining a few ways to optimize that and make that feel nicer. And
I
then
know.
we're
Sorry,
looking at
Joe. I
next.
know
Oh yeah,
Frank will be really happy. Frank will be really happy with that. He's been continuously giving us feedback for that as well. It's something that we wanted to do, just haven't had the time to do it, but it's in concept now. So hopefully we can make those adjustments in the future here, and make that part of the process of collecting crew, a little less painful.
yep. Definitely the goal from that. Also just to sort of optimize any store behaviors. The store was designed a lot of the functionality behind it was designed going on 10 years ago now. So examining that and seeing if there's opportunities for just improving the store experience. A lot of the things we were doing in 2016 were cutting edge, kind of showing their age at this point. Um, and then the last thing is we're looking at conversion state content, and excited to sort of deliver. I know this was something I want to say a few years ago. We historically had just rerun our Convergence Day event, and something over the past couple of years that we've kind of been building on and building to be more exciting, experimenting with the mega objective event and just a mega event in general. Um, so yeah, something that we are starting to sort of finalize the plan on and concept to enter the development stage.
Awesome. Great. We'll go into, I see a bunch of questions. We'll hit those in a few minutes. But first, just want to jump into giving a little more information around the Voyage event, the Voyage Beta that starts tomorrow. So tomorrow, our Voyage Beta event will start 10 a.m. Eastern, and it'll end on Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern as well. So this is a beta event. We wanted to run a beta to fully test out the new event mechanics and the backend in the production environment. Um, we've been releasing features for years and years and years now. I felt like the past few they were not up to the quality that we wanted to hit, and that we want to represent. So we're taking our time. We're doing a beta here in order to make sure that everything is running as it should, or we hope that it should. And our team has worked very hard on this, and we've gotten a lot of QA eyes on it. At the end of the day, sometimes things just react differently in the production environment, but we definitely spent a lot of time on this, and hoping it's up to the quality that we strive for, and that you, the players, strive for as well. So, with this first run being a beta, many things will be very different compared to our official full voyage weekend event that will release later in September. So those things, the things that will look different, are the event ranked and threshold rewards, encounter trigger times, encounter and contest difficulty balance, voyage event reward drops, and much, much, much more. Um, we've added the rank and threshold rewards for this beta run to be honor and dilithium, just as a thank you for participating in the uh, voyage beta. And with this first one being a beta, we need to say that this is not the final product, that we hold we hold the right to make adjustments and changes to the systems as we push the tech starting tomorrow. Um, and for this test as well, we are anticipating a delay around the completion of the event for the final VP calculations. So this is understood from our end. We are prepared for it, and we'll be monitoring it closely. And this is part of our process to make sure that everything is running smoothly, and getting the data that we need to. So we will be most likely making adjustments to that system, but we need the data to confirm and to move that forward. So if if the VP totals are not fully exactly where you think they should be towards the end of the event, we might still be calculating those results and the VP through all the different voyages. Um, but again, we want to see how this goes, get data on it, and then we'll make adjustments if we need to. But that's just something we wanted to warn everyone about, and we'll do official communication as well in game. Anything else to add around Voyage events? I'm excited for it, Joe. I hope you are. I think our players are. Um, yeah.
Did you mention the VP calculations thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
the only thing. I was mostly trying to collect questions for the next section. Apologies.
no
Um,
worries.
cool.
Great.
Do you want to slide right into the Q&A?
Well, we got some
Or
Star
no,
Trek
you wanted to
Day
tease
content.
something. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
Star Trek Day content I'd like to share with everyone. So, starting on the 3rd of September, we will have a month-long objective event and a 5-star free crew giveaway featuring bar owner Quark. The art's amazing. He's awesome. Uh, 5 free crew slots to be handed out to everyone. We haven't done that in a little bit, so we'll celebrate that. We are also adding 5 additional purchasable crew slot tiers. We'll have a web shop free giveaway and something else on the web shop. I think it was already teased, maybe an honor sale. The web shop that'll be in game as well. But that'll be the first week of September. And the 5th to the 16th is a 2 event special mega mini arc themed around Strange New Worlds, TOS, and potentially an STT original crew in there. This mini arc will be leveraging the Explorer trait, so we're excited for that. On the 10th, we will have a new 5-star Continuum Epic Reward, Kejal, and also we'll be releasing a new collection, Empath. On the 17th, we will have a new Voyage exclusive crew, and on the 19th, our first weekend Voyage event, our official first full Voyage event, which we're oh so excited for that, and we hope you guys are excited as well. Please, 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 we would love to hear your feedback as we go through the next few days and everyone's playing the Voyage event beta. We want to hear your feedback on our socials, on our forums, even in our Discord as well. We're going to collect that. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to use that to inform what our next changes are in our future clients. The full first run of the Voyage event in later September, uh, we will feature a Klingon trait for the crew and Klingon ship trait as well. For other crew traits, we have costumed and the featured crew variants as well. That's all we can tease now, but we'll be able to announce more on that soon. Awesome. So we'll take some questions at this time. Joe has a few here already written out, but we do want to make a small announcement here. There will be no live stream in September. I know Joe has planned to do a Discord Q&A, so we'll make sure to promote that and share it all over our Discord and our in-game and our forums
Yeah,
and a process setup.
I'll try to see if we can go live on Discord or something. Ben has all the sophisticated streaming equipment and setup and know-how and experience. I think it's a recipe for a disaster if I just try to do that solo. So I'll just try to hang out on Discord one Friday afternoon and go from there.
Disasters
Um,
come and go, Joe. I've streamed for a little bit here, and they still occur. Um, cool. So we have some
some
questions.
natural, some technical. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, Stan Cass asks, can we use the already existing Voyage revival token to replenish antimatter in the new Voyage event? That is the intent, right, Ben?
Yep. Yep. Yes, you can.
Um, Nathaniel Moishkin. Apologies for butchering your name. Any plans for a new Legendary Voyage exclusive crew? Yes. I think we announced that uh, in the in the previous roadmap piece. Did we say who it was, Ben?
I think we did. No,
Okay,
we didn't. We did not.
we didn't. Okay, yeah, that's coming. Okay, yeah, that's coming in September, and it's going to be somebody from Picard season 3. Go back to the questions. Antithesis asks, how about putting store feature crew acquisition on the list ahead of new Voyage exclusive crew? Um, I can answer this one. I don't think these things are equitable as far as like scope. We're going to continue to sort of support the features as they are while we address this sort of underlying issue with the acquisition. Um, but they're effectively different teams and different resources that would go into both of those things. So we're recognizing this as an issue that we want to correct, and are going to start investing sort of ideation into improving the store and feature crew acquisition experience. Um, but the sort of relative cost of a crew that we are adding to the voyage feature is not the same and cannot be replaced with what's fundamentally like a pretty large scale feature client update. Um, Ben, you want to get the next one here
Sure.
on the chat page? Okay.
Um, let's see. Was there an image for the Legends roadmap? Could it be posted on Discord? We don't have an image right now, as we don't have. We have an internal date for when we want to release the next DLC and future DLCs, but we're not ready to announce those dates exactly, so we don't have an official roadmap for that. Though there are some changes that we want to make and want to release, we're still ironing out timelines for that. Um, I would love to release a roadmap at some point once we iron all those things out. Maybe in a few months, in 2 months, we'll be able to do that. Okay, so will you fix the Voyage weekend events as they are the most fun events? Don't ruin them. Um, well, we hope they're the most fun events. I'm not quite sure what you mean when you say fix the Voyage weekend events. Um, but to follow up on that, we can answer that question. Should we not?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah. I feel like that's either confusing something or misunderstanding something because that
yep.
question also doesn't make sense to me.
Okay. Should we not send our voyages out till event is over? Um, you can send your voyages out. You can keep them out while they're going. When the event is ending, it just takes a little bit for our servers to calculate all the VP that is obtained in all the current voyages. Um, so it might take a little bit for your results, your VP to get totaled up completely. But you should be able to leave your voyage out there.
I will say though, you may want to recall your voyage by the time the start of the event starts, simply based on wanting those crew back. You will be able to have both voyages going, I believe, but you
Oh,
might want
yes.
to have your B roster on the main voyage while you use your A roster on the event voyage, or maybe the crew makeup will be different. It'll be different for everybody's account and priorities. So um, you may not want that out while while the other one is while the event starts, just because you might be like, oh, I'd rather have my crew on this voyage rather than the other.
Right. Sorry, I misread that one. Um, okay, next one. Should we, or what exactly is this voyage event encounter? So, voyage events, we do have a video up on our YouTube channel that we showed off kind of our I think it was our alpha build of a voyage event. So, still a lot of stuff wasn't finished, but you can get the idea with that. So check out that video on our YouTube. So the encounters in a voyage, instead of a dilemma like a normal voyage would have, we replace those dilemmas with these encounters that are gauntlet runs of multiple contests in a row. The gauntlet contests, you can only use your crew that are on the voyage during these gauntlet contests. But we have a few twists in there for the mechanics of the gauntlet. It's not the exact same gauntlet contest. It's a little different. Like for an example, the skills that are not used during the during the contest, the gauntlet contest. That skill, a percentage of that is taken and is used to buff the rest of your roster uh, for the rest of that encounter. So, playtesting this, we had so much fun doing this. Uh, I think we really hit the mark for the kind of interactive gameplay that we were looking for. Um, and yeah, we're excited. So definitely check out that YouTube video, and then also play around with the event this week. Or yeah, this week, as it's just a beta. Um, and you can get some awesome rewards like the lithium and honor. Right. Nick.
Awesome. Jedzrilana Kreuzven asks, apologies for butchering your name. Can we get the standard voyage skill selection option reverted to pre-update? All we needed was a search bar. The changes to the voyage search were probably more in service to voyage events than the existing voyage functionality. So we definitely hear the frustration of, oh, this isn't working like the way it used to, when you're trying to just get the highest primary skill of secondary skill in that seat for the voyage. But we are collecting feedback on this functionality specifically for continuing optimization. The skill pairings and bringing the skill pairings on your voyage event is going to be, we believe, is going to be pretty integral to the um, player's experience, and so that's why we made this change. And it's definitely helped Ben and I in our playtests, but we definitely see opportunities for improvement here, and your feedback is heard, and we want to look towards continuing optimization, so players aren't sort of trying to triangulate the best command crew for their science seat, but it's, lost 20 characters down because there's so many more science characters that are higher. Um, so yeah, there's already a thread in the engineering realm that's been collecting issues and that kind of thing, and I've been talking with players. So definitely make sure you communicate that in our social channels. Door will collect all that information and help us sort of deliver a better experience there.
Awesome. We have one more question here. Do all Fed starships get the same bonus as Pike's Enterprise to antimatter? I don't think so. I think we have the featured bonus, very similar to a skirmish event, right? We have the featured ship um, and the bonus there, and then other featured ships or the traits.
Yep, that's correct. So there will be like the the featured ships will always be a tier above just the bonus ships. So that's what Klingon bonus ships are, not Klingon, Federation bonus ships. Um, cool. A couple more coming through. Dang, Dangevin, Dang Evan. What will the featured crew bonuses be for voyage events? 3x, 10x. Will this apply to base and proficiency stats? I believe there's a few things they're going to adjust. They're going to adjust they're going to be used as the template for the traits that are going to be providing the bonuses in the encounters. I think they're also the seats and their traits, I believe, are supposed to be locked. So we'll definitely be targeting seats for those featured bonus crew. So that'll be a way to get extra antimatter. Um, so I don't know if they're actually generating a multiplier like you're implying, but they do provide a benefit for each side of the feature. Um,
The I know
that
the
we might
traits,
tune a little bit, but yeah.
yeah, the traits in the contests and the gauntlet contests are also I think they're also aimed around the traits from those crew, right? And the
Yeah, and
featured crew and the featured trait of the event.
yeah, I believe the feature crew will also have a higher antimatter danger event. Thank you. Oh wait, that's not danger event. I don't know if I can trust you well, bets. Yeah, so they're going to be touching a handful of things in the feature. It's not like a flat like 2x or something like I think you're expecting or how it works in other features.
Do you see another question here? Can I use during this voyage event crew sent on a shuttle mission or participating in Gauntlet? You can't use them. You can't use crew that are sent on a shuttle mission or on another voyage. I believe you can use them if they're participating in Gauntlet. Yeah,
Cool. One more on Legends. Fitz Canada asks, um, did Ben say that Legends is exiting early access as soon as next week with an update as well? Is this the same update that will include Booker? Those two events are separate. We are exiting early access. Um, when can we expect the first DLC? Ben, are we giving a time range on that?
yeah. I can give a time range of sometime in mid to late October.
So coming forth later, but we definitely want the full release access. You know, any sort of things around Star Trek Day, and then as that sort of settles, I think we're looking at the DLC.
Awesome. Gregory says, as always, thanks for the hard work. ST is still a great game. Make it the best. We do. We strive to do so every day. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Will Legends storyline be updated? We the DLCs will uh, they will pick up right where the main story is left off. Yes. Great. I don't see any more questions. Anything else you want to say, Joe, before we sign off here?
No, I look forward to interacting with some folks in a couple weeks as we I don't know, poke at some calves or something else. Dang, Evan is a legend.
Awesome.
All
Want to thank
right. So
everyone.
thanks for interacting.
A little tease for folks on the next screen. Uh, I can't wait to release this particular crew. I want to see if anyone can guess it. So cheers. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Take care, everybody.